And I suspect that I'm being fished. Like there, a lot of this stuff is transitioning, or can be what do you call it? I'm trying to describe it, but basically, just like they be fishing for information, also be fishing for you. And I suspect that the Matrix is fishing as well. So the Matrix beasts and Matrix wombs fishing for beings, for partners, I guess, in their lives. And so, like I said, it ties into the politics and learn it with what it offers, life offers. My songs tie into that to me what I'm telling you now. And they do that. It preys on your drive and desires to be an ambitious and successful person in society. It knows what to cater to lure you in. And once it think it has you, you'll realize you've been bamboozled. That's how a lot of people get caught up in these relationships with so-called person, regardless, because they're hoping for a great outcome and turnout when it's nothing more than a trap. Especially when I ain't gonna say it. I'm just gonna say heterogeneous, and maybe even homogeneous as well. You get lured into a companionship with a person, and you expect it to be all great, and it's not. It won't, especially if it's heterogeneous, and then you birth other beings into existence with you. Now you birth other people into the soul trap with you. It's still a pitfall, regardless. That's probably what had happened with me in my previous relationship. I was in a pitfall that I didn't even know it. And then that's why I probably made that song, Break Out the Matrix, Purge. And that's probably what caused my tower moment. And there's probably the reason for it was to free me from that previous relationship, that previous soul trap. And I'm about to fall for it. Well, not about to, but I'm not sure. But basically, the Matrix beasts in a womb are fighting to ensnare me back into their world with its benefits. But then you trapped. I don't say trap, but it could be a soul trap or whatever, but lured into their world, engulfed by it, and would I be completely satisfied? And that piggybacks back to why Christ would recommend us not to be in a companionship relationship with anyone, and to just go extinct, just die out. Don't birth anyone else into this world. That's why I advocate so hard for not birthing anyone into going extinct. And in some cases, that's why he's asked being celibate. And I know it's hard because you're alone. You want to socialize with people, but that's the safest method of freedom, towards freedom, not being tied down to anyone. Not being ambitious, keeping your head down, working typical 9 to 5, and having your own little piece, your own little spot, and that's for me. That's the happiest. That's why I always reference back to that moment when I had my own. I was at what I felt like my pinnacle of peace to help me cope with being existing in this realm. I was fine. I finally found the best life at that time, not the best outcome. But until, like I said, I ruined it by being ambitious. That's basically what it happened. I ruined my peace being ambitious. Pursuing rapping and singing. Pursuing a business. Pursuing money. More money. Pursuing loans. Business loan and I was ensnared in. I listened to a matrix, a womb, and got drawn in to a trend of pursuing money, a loan, business loan, and then I lured beings or people, matrix things I didn't know I would lure. I didn't have no idea I was learning all these things, and then I start channeling these different ideas, and the knowledge just kept pouring into me, and the revelations, and then I started adopting more and more all these different religious belief systems, and matrix gods and goddesses and all these different beings, and the knowledge of it all, or whatever you want to call them, religion, Christ, Yeshua. But it's a learning lesson, I obtained a lot of knowledge and wisdom because of all that I've gone through. And the pursuit of ambition, of trying to achieve goals. I've grown. So that's my morning. But look, people gonna do what they're gonna do, and I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say this is my warning. Just heed that, and it will keep you safe and in peace. And you'll win. We'll win. I'm despite of all that I've lost, I'm still winning. Because I haven't birthed no one else in here into this world. So I'm winning because of that alone. So that's my advice for anyone who is navigating this world. It's best if you don't be ambitious. But if you want to take that chance, like I take it, okay, just warning you that you're going to have to roll with the punches. All of it is not going to be good. Tell me. And I understand why people choose the mundane. You obtain that, you keep that peace. The mundane, you keep that peace.